What happened to Sri Lanka?
For a long time, the people were promised an expressway from Colombo to Kandy. Now there is indeed a road, but the route is far from straightforward. To travel from Colombo to Kandy, one must take the expressway from Paliagoda to Kadawatha, then switch to the regular road from Kadawatha through Pasyala to Mirigama, and finally rejoin the expressway from Mirigama to Kurunegala before reaching Kandy. Is this the kind of development project that truly benefits our country? These projects were funded by the people's money. While no one opposes building roads and improving infrastructure, the costs associated with these projects raise significant questions. So, what actually happened? Initially, this project began as the Northern Expressway in 2012 with a dedicated project management unit. The original plan was to construct the road from Enderamulla through Gampaha to Mirigama, supported by a feasibility study. However, a policy decision in 2015 changed the starting point to Kadawatha. This decision, revealed in a COPE report on the 10th of March 2021, resulted in an additional cost of approximately 240 million rupees for a new feasibility study. The estimated cost for the original route from Enderamulla to Mirigama was 170.21 billion rupees, while the revised estimate for the Kadawatha to Mirigama route increased to 165.38 billion rupees. According to the COPE report, this decision led to a loss of 4.83 billion rupees. The Central Expressway was planned in 4 sections. Kadawatha to Mirigama, 37 kilometers, Mirigama to Kurunegala, 39.29 kilometers, Potuhera to Galagidara, 32.5 kilometers, and Kurunegala to Dambulla, 60.3 kilometers. Separate project management units were established for each section. Despite initial plans to secure a loan from Japan for the third section, the Attorney General did not grant approval for the agreements. At the same time, issues such as high interest rates and insurance costs, along with problems in the contractor selection process, delayed the project. Eventually, in 2018, 16 local companies formed 4 separate entities and obtained loans from 4 local banks to fund the second section from Mirigama to Kurunegala, which opened in 2020. As mentioned earlier, there is now a section of expressway open to travel from Colombo to Mirigama. As of March 10, 2021, the COPE report indicated that 102.594 billion rupees had been spent on this section, including 2.917 billion rupees for consultancy services. Questions remain about the fairness of these costs and whether the road was built on elevated sections as planned. Yet, was a proper audit conducted, or was any other form of investigation carried out? During the construction of the Central Expressway, a loan from China was approved for the Kadawatha to Mirigama section, but the project faced delays and issues, including environmental concerns about the Crudia zelenica tree in Gampaha. This is the road in question. Despite efforts to protect biodiversity, the tree disappeared. The officer who advocated for the protection of the tree also faced strong criticism. At the same time, large concrete pieces recently fell from the road. This is that section of the road. After Sri Lanka suspended foreign debt payments in April 2022, the project was temporarily halted, leaving incomplete sections from Kadawatha to Mirigama. Residents in the area suffer during the rainy season due to flooding. Currently, the Mirigama to Kurunegala section is operational, but the overall project raises questions about the efficiency and planning of such large-scale expenses. Currently, we have the Mirigama to Kurunegala section of the highway to travel from Colombo to Kandy. While no one opposes building roads to develop the country, shouldn't we scrutinize the expenses incurred on these poorly planned projects? These costs will burden us for many years to come. It's not just us, our children and their children will also have to bear these expenses. The country's debt trap and inability to repay loans are due to the lack of tangible benefits from the borrowed funds. This is not a new revelation. We need to investigate these issues. Those who prioritized personal gain over the welfare of the people must be held accountable by the law. Isn't this the expectation of the general public?
News first with the people.